Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, over the past 2 years, I've been on this journey to find the budgeting tracker. I say the because I've tried quite a few budgeting trackers, and I think some of them are just too complex. I tried them 1 month, I leave, and so forth. So, over the past 2 years, I've really been looking at what budgeting tracker will help me manage my money better and also help me have control over my money. Because it's very important to have control over your money. When you see what comes into your account and you see what goes out of your account, you have full control over your transactions and you can see all those mini service fees that we don't really mind at first. That's me. I found that I pay so much for service charges. I had subscriptions that I didn't know of because it was just £2 and I didn't really care. But now that I've canceled those things, I can allocate that money to something more useful. So I have designed a budget tracker that's very simple for every person to use. It has different categories, and I'll walk you through it how I budget monthly using this simple and easy to use tracker. Okay, I'll walk you through how to alter it to your preference. So as you can see, you have here your first column would be your different sources of income. You have salary, side hustle, allowance. I just took the three common sources of income that I've seen people have. So salary, I just took a random number and I said 3,000, side hustle 500, and allowance 100. So that total up to 3,600 per month. That is your monthly income after tax. It's very important to put the amount after tax because whatever you're paying for tax, you can't use. So you can't budget on that. So you would rather put your net income on here. So yes. So then we'll go with the different goals. We have goal, actual, and total. The goals are different because we have the 50, 30, 20 method. We call this the 50, 20, 30 method where you pay 50% to your needs, your 30% to your wants, and 20% to your savings or your future you. So just 50% is your needs, is things that you can't live without. 20% is your savings, that is for future you, that those are for your ISAs, your savings accounts, your 32-day accounts, pensions, etc. Whatever you want to save for that is in the future, you don't want to use it now or maybe even next year, but it's not for consumption now, it's not for use now. And then you have your wants, those are your nice to have, that's for dinner, that's for Netflix, things that you can live without, but it's nice to have when you have them. So yeah, I think you get the gist. So, okay. So, when we walk around that, I have put savings first because I am an advocate for paying yourself first. If you know, you know. Yes. That paying yourself first is very important. I would put that first because you then know that you have this amount left to spend on your wants and your needs. Firstly, let's not get too much into savings because you know that you have to pay your needs first, but it's just nice to allocate a certain amount of money to say $1,000 goes into um, my savings account, and that is what I'm saving every month. And whatever you allocate it to, it's your business. But paying yourself first is very important. Okay. If you need more info on paying yourself first, how it works, I have another video on that. Please do look at the description below. It is there. It tells you what it means to pay yourself first. It actually explains the whole 50, 30, 20 rule when it comes to budgeting. Okay. This can be adjusted according to your needs. So don't be too stuck up on 50, 30, 20. You can adjust this to 60, 2020 or 70/10. Whatever you want to do, you can do that because our needs are different, our budgets are different. As it is, life is very expensive, cost of living, housing is up, inflation, we're facing all these things. So it might be that your needs take up 70% of your income, so you have 30% to play around, and you can allocate that accordingly, according to what you think you need for your wants and your needs. I think you get where I'm getting to with all this before I go on blabbing. Okay, so we would go on to future you. You will see here that you have future you. I have put the most common ones I would think you would save towards. It's your emergency fund. This is your investments, self-development, education, house fund, and vacation fund. So you would just allocate the different amounts that you want to allocate to the different things. So you would see that here, that now that we have 20% here for savings, if I insert here, let's say 200, you can see it's 17%. But if I increase this to 100, it will alert you to show that, oh, okay, you are over your budgeting goal that you have. So it gives you an idea of, oh, okay, am I still within my budgeting goal, or am I not within my budgeting goal? Can I still add a little, or do I have a little bit more money to spend later? Okay, then you go over to your needs. It's the same thing. What are your needs? It's rent or mortgage, it's transport, or maybe car finance, it's phone, it's insurance. It depends. If your medical insurance is deducted from your salary, then this one will obviously include that. This is probably like for other insurance, for car insurance and so forth. But if you don't need this, you just put a zero. You have groceries, you have healthcare, like I said, you have electricity, water, gas. You can combine these three and write utilities as one and just put 150 or 100 for this. It's very flexible. You can do whatever you want to do with it. And then you have your wants. This is nice to have. Don't really need it, but it's nice to have. It's nice to watch Netflix, but you won't die if you don't watch Netflix. You get it? Okay. So this is Spotify. This is premium YouTube, eating out, traveling, and self. Like I said, it's nice to have. It's not a necessity. You can go a month without watching Netflix, but maybe it's to entertain the kids. Maybe Spotify helps you, with just meditation and so forth. Maybe premium YouTube, you don't like, you get irritated by all these ads, so you pay £4 for premium YouTube. So yeah, okay. And yeah, this is simply how it is. This is very simple. It has a different color codes. You can change the colors according to if you want it. If you want to change it, this is where you change it. You just change it here. And yeah, so this will change if you, just the last tip on this is that if you change this to 50%, no, let's say 70%, and you change this to 20% and this to 10%, okay, and you increase this by 100, we can see that you're still well within your 70% when it comes to your needs. So if we increase this by, say, 1,000, you would see it's 59. So you still have quite a lot of money left. So with that said, that is a budget tracker that I use. That is the one that I use to manage my monthly expenses. It's easy to use. You have seen it. If you need more information, in-depth information on how to go about setting the different categories, or for instance, changing your percentages, you can DM me. You can put your questions in the comments below, and I will try my best to respond to it. Please do like, subscribe, and comment.